I finally had the chance to sit down and play Fields of Mistria, and now that I've started, I cannot stop. And this game is only in early access? What? Hello everybody, it's Mystic and welcome back to my library. Today I want to discuss Fields of Mistria, which has pretty much become my new obsession in the world of farming games. Yeah, I can't stop playing it. It's so good. So Fields of Mistria released for early access on August 5th, 2024 and is developed and published by NPC Studio. In that time, it has gotten an absolute ton of positive reviews on Steam and has quickly become a new farming game favorite for so many people, myself included. I always tend to be a bit hesitant to buy early access games, especially after being burned by another farming game in the past. I'm looking at you, Wild Season. But after hearing so many good things about Fields of Mistria, I decided to give it a chance, and I am so glad that I did. So what makes Fields of Mistria such a standout farming game in an already saturated market? Oh boy. Where do I even start? I think the best place to begin is the huge nostalgia factor that this game offers. If you're a millennial like I am, you will probably find the graphics and music to be extremely reminiscent of 90s cartoons and video games. There's an almost anime quality to the art style that gives me major 90s magical girl anime vibes. There was the potential for this aspect of the game to feel a bit overdone, but honestly, it's perfect and it's just so endearing. It really did feel like something out of the 90s in the best way. The social side of this game is also one of the best that I have encountered in a farming game. Sure, everyone has a get to know, befriend, and eventually romance the villagers setup, but I really feel like Fields of Mistria takes this a step further. NPCs constantly have something new to say and will even change up their dialogue depending on interactions that you've had with other NPCs and in events. If you help someone with a quest, someone else might comment on that. If you donated an item to the museum, you might be told more information about that item. Aside from Animal Crossing, I don't think I can think of another farming game that has done something like this to this extent, and you can really feel how much care the developers have put into this aspect of the game. Along with just general social interactions, there's also a weekly event called Friday Night at the Inn, where every villager meets up at the inn to chat, hang out, and play tabletop games similar to Dungeons & Dragons. Every week, the dialogue changes, and if you attend every Friday night, you will realize that there's actually a story to be told here. You will come to learn what each character's D&D character has been up to, a heist that the children are planning, and whether or not Juniper has had too much wine, along with many other things. On top of that, once you get to a certain point early in the game, you will unlock the Saturday market. This is another great opportunity to not only chat with and socialize with the villagers, but you can meet 4 additional NPCs that work at the 4 shops that you can only have access to on Saturday. These shops include a bakery/cafe, a salon, a furniture shop, and a clothing boutique, so make sure to save your money up for Saturdays. The next aspect of Fields of Mistria that sets it apart is its leveling system. This game takes character leveling to a whole new, level. It utilizes a leveling system where you have your character speak to a dragon statue to level up, and each skill has 3 different tiers as of this moment. It is supposed to add more as time goes on. In order to level, you need to pay a currency called essence, which you can accumulate while doing your daily chores around your farm and around town. The higher you proceed in the tiers, the more expensive the skill bonuses become. Many of these perks offer incredible gameplay bonuses, so it is important to remember to level up at the dragon statues. The story of Fields of Mistria just feels so incredibly well thought out and well written compared to many other farming games that I've played. You can tell the story was a very important aspect for NPC Studios, and I really feel like they did a phenomenal job of bringing it all together. The main quest that you were asked to complete will help move the story along, and thus far, the story has been extremely intriguing and interesting to learn about. I'm really excited to see where the story takes us in future updates. But not only does the main quest line progress the story, doing quests for other villagers will progress the story as well. As you increase each NPC's heart level, they will give you a quest that not only progresses their personal story, but adds to the lore of the main story. So it really is in your best interest to befriend and socialize everyone. The one thing I'm actually not sure about is whether or not this is only dateable NPCs or if it's all NPCs. I think as of right now, I've only seen these for dateable NPCs, but I could be wrong. Aside from the story, I think the other biggest draw for me with Fields of Mistria is the animal breeding system. One of the reasons I liked the original Harvest Moon and Wonderful Life so much is because it gave me a chance to breed different varieties of cows. Well, Mistria takes that element and blows it out of the water. Players are able to breed several different colors and several different tiers of rarity for each species of animal, and it requires mixing and matching the colors of the parents. I haven't even had a chance to delve too far into this aspect of the game at the moment, and I already know it's going to be a huge favorite of mine that keeps me coming back. I need all of the color variations. I need get them. I already briefly mentioned the graphics and music as being a huge nostalgia hit for us millennials, but even if you aren't from my generation, I do think that you will enjoy the look and feel of Fields of Mistria. The graphics are so cute and colorful, and the music is outstanding. It's truly some of my favorite music that I've come across in this subgenre, and I have played a lot of farming games over the years. The only major complaint that I have is that I did encounter the occasional crash of my game, but it was fairly infrequent and honestly to be expected in early access. I'm fully confident that as time goes on, these crashes and bugs will be fixed. I did also encounter occasional screen tearing, but again, it wasn't every time I played, it was just every now and then. So it really wasn't a game-breaking issue, but something to be aware of if screen tearing kind of bothers you. The fact that this game is still being actively developed and is still only in early access is absolutely mind-blowing. I have already put 20 hours into this game, and I feel like there's already so much to do, but I can't wait to see what NPC Studios has in store for us in the future. Speaking of which, Fields of Mistria will be getting its first update on November 18th, 2024, and this will include, from the Villagers and Romance category, the NPC heart cap will be raised from 4 to 6 hearts. 6 heart events have been added for dateable NPCs. Additional NPC dialogue has been added. In the Mines and Dungeon category, we have new enemies that are being added and new cosmetic drops for monsters. From the Town and Renown section, we have the Renown level cap being raised by 20 levels. Additional Renown rewards are added, new board requests, new museum content and rewards, and a new festival, which this is something I should mention is potentially one of the few downsides to Fields of Mistria being in early access, is that there is currently only one major festival in the game, not counting Friday nights at the inn and the Saturday market. So seeing that a new festival is being added is a huge bonus. From the Skills and Perks category, we have skill caps being raised from 30 to 45. As I said before, they would be increasing, so that's what this is. We will also be getting new skill perks. And then from the customization and cosmetics section, we have new home upgrades, new player and animal cosmetics, new furniture and decor. For more information on future updates, make sure to wishlist the game and follow Fields of Mistria on social media. So that wraps up my review and initial impressions of Fields of Mistria. I will absolutely be continuing to update you all on this game, and I will be doing another review for the first update. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to leave me a like and subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, I hope you all have a great day. Bye!